Hello, Johnny. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, Johnny. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you.
Nice to see you again. How are you today?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for asking. And can you please tell me what did you do today? What did you do today?
Today I had a PE test in school.
E-test. And how was it? How did
It
you do your?
I got 9 marks.
Mm-hmm. Was it good?
Well, it is good.
Okay, very nice. And what will you do tomorrow? Do you have any plans for tomorrow? What will you do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I will.
So, what will you do tomorrow?
Well, maybe tomorrow is a nice chance to rest.
Okay, very nice. So you will rest tomorrow. Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me, okay, do you have any plans for the weekend? What will you do on the weekend?
I will on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have plans because it is usually boring.
Okay, very nice. Okay, and can you please tell me about school? What is something that you like, for example, to do at your school? When you have a school, okay, so what plans do you have to do in your school? Are you going to do something fun? Are you going to do something interesting? So what will you do in school? Can you please tell me?
I can uh, study, make essays, and play badminton with my friends.
Okay, play badminton. Okay, very nice. And how many hours? How often do you play badminton? So how many?
I play badminton every day.
Every day. Very nice. Okay, that is really nice. Okay, so we will start just and what other sports can you please tell me? What other sports do you like to play? Can you please tell me?
Uh,
What other sports, for example, do you like to play with your friends? Can you please tell me? What is something that you like to play with your friends?
I just like to play badminton. Or sometimes I make poems with them.
Mhm. Make some poems with them. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. We will start. We have here a really nice and interesting lesson. Now I will share my screen. Okay, can you please tell me? Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay. Now we will start. Can you please tell me? Okay, just one moment. Can you please? Oh, sorry. Okay, so we have here this question. Just oh, sorry. This question. Okay, can you please read this question for me and give me your answer? Can you please read this question?
What buildings do you go for fun?
So what buildings do you go for fun when you
I
want to have?
usually go to tall buildings to watch it down.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not very tall, like hotels are enough.
Okay, and why do you go there for fun? Why?
Because I want to look down the
Okay.
street.
Okay, so you want to look down to the street. Okay, very nice. And what other buildings do you like to do you like to see? What buildings are interesting to see for you?
I think Maybe skyscrapers are much more
Mm-hmm.
interesting
Mm-hmm. Okay, because why? Because
because I like to look down and see that motorcycles and cars look like ants.
mm-hmm. Okay, look like ants. Okay, very nice. And we have here, okay, now let's take a look. Okay, what other things do you like to do when you want to have fun? Do you like, for example, to play games? Can you please tell me?
I
Do you,
don't play video games
because why?
because I don't like it.
Okay, you don't like it. Very nice. Okay, and I want to ask you. Okay, can you please tell me what games you usually play with your classmates? Do you have some games that you usually play?
I other play sports.
Also play sports. Okay, what kind of just one moment? I will stop sharing. What kind of sports do you like to play with your
I
friends?
like to play badminton and maybe volleyball. But
Mm-hmm.
a few days more, we can play badminton
Mm-hmm.
and volleyball.
Volleyball. Why volleyball? Why do you like to play volleyball?
I think because it is really fun.
It is okay. Volleyball is really fun. Okay, very nice. Now, and we have here. Okay, I want to ask you. Okay, what other sports you don't like to play? Do you have some sports that you don't like to play? Can you please tell me? Do you have, for example, sports that you usually don't like to play?
I don't like to play table tennis
Table tennis. Okay, because why? Why you don't like to play?
because we can't run. It
Mm-hmm,
is really easy and boring.
mm-hmm. It is okay, very nice. Now we will continue. Okay, where we stop. Okay, those are buildings for fun. Okay, just one moment. Okay, let's continue with this. Okay, we have here question number 2. Can you please read question number 2?
What buildings do you go when you want to learn something?
Mm-hmm. So what buildings do you go when you want to learn something?
I would go to the more really tall skyscrapers to learn about clouds.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. And why will you go there? Why?
Maybe I can touch the clouds.
Okay, you want to touch the clouds. Very nice. Now, let's take a look here. Okay, and we have here question number 3. Can you please read the question number 3?
What buildings do you think are most useful?
So what buildings do you think are most useful? What buildings do you know that, for example, are very useful for us?
I think the airport buildings
Okay, and why?
because it is a small little airport for helicopters on a building. It makes a tone.
Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, now we have here when you read this text. Okay, we have think about the order in which things happened. Okay, what happens first? Now, can you please read this text for us? Can you please read this text?
To build a tree house, you need to choose a strong and healthy tree. Then,
Mhm.
this was materials you will use to build the tree house. Now you can draw a plan to show what your house will look like. We will have a roof and windows when the plan is finished. You can buy the materials and build starting with the floor. Next, add the walls and roof. Now it's time to add a ladder so you can get into the house. Finally, it's time to move in.
Finally, okay, it's time to move in. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and we have here what happens first in this text. What happens first?
It is tell about how to build a tree house. We need to choose a strong and healthy tree
Okay, and why is that so important?
because we need that tree a really strong tree to build or it will be fall down.
Very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and what happens? What do you think about tree house? What is your opinion? For example, about tree house. Would you like?
I think it is really cool
Okay, and why do you think so? Why building a tree house is really cool, like you mentioned? Why, for
I think
example?
because the way I like well on the tree it would be cool on and
Mm-hmm,
or lots of oxygen.
Okay, so this is something that is cool to do on a tree house. Okay, and okay, what other things are cool, uh, like for the tree house? What else can be really cool for the tree house? For example, when you want to have, okay, what else would you like to do in a tree house? Can you please tell me? What would you like to do?
I would like to sleep on the tree house
Because why? Because.
because I like sleeping in with the wind.
Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look here. Okay, and we have here the question number two. Can you please read the question number two?
Why does one event happen before another?
So,
Or
what?
maybe to connect the events.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see, and what's the result of these events? Okay, can you please tell me what are the results of these events?
The results of the events is uh, we can go into the tree house.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. And can you please tell me what other interesting things can happen? For example, okay, when you play in a tree house, what other games, for example, can you play in a tree house? Can you play some other games in a tree house?
Maybe we can play jokes
Okay, we can have some jokes. Okay, now let's see. Okay, and why jokes? Why can you
because
please?
they are funny.
Jokes can be really funny. Very nice. And what do you think about what do you think uh,
Jokes.
playing, for example, hide and seek?
I think it is really boring for secondary students
Because
because they those games are just for kids.
just for kids. Okay, very nice. Now let's and can you please tell me, would you like, for example, to play some other games with your friends? Would you like would you like to play some other games on a tree house? What other games, for example, can you play in a tree house with your friends?
I I don't like to play there because it is there is no space.
Okay.
But
Now,
maybe we can make comics.
okay. So we have here the first thing. What will you do? For example, what is the first thing that you will do if you are playing in a tree house? Okay. So what is something that you would like to play? For example, in a tree house. Okay. So we have here. The first, the second, next. So what is something that you would do to if you want to play in a treehouse? What can you do?
I I will play maybe funny face.
Funny face. Why did you choose funny face? Funny.
Because it will make us laugh.
Okay, make us laugh. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, word in context. Now we have here. Okay, this part of the text. Okay, the world's most extraordinary buildings. What buildings are interesting? Can you please tell me what buildings are interesting for you? Can you please
I
tell me?
think the skyscrapers are really interesting
And why? Why do you think so?
because they don't require lots of space.
Okay, and what can you please tell me what other games, for example, you can play with your friends? Are there some other games that you can that games? Can you please tell me what else can you play? What else can you do, for example, with your friends? What is
I
something?
can draw some essays with my friends
Because why? Because
because uh, my friends are has to have a lot of imagination, so
uh,
it would be really fun to do it.
okay, very nice. Now let's take a look here. World in context. Which building would you like? Okay, we have here this question. Can you please read this question and give me your answer? Can you please read this question for me and give me your answer?
Look at the pictures and page 100. Which building would you most like to live or work in?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to live in a strange house
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because why? Because.
because I think it would be really cool. So they will make it.
Okay, very nice. And what do you think, for example, when you take a look on this building? What do you think about this building? Look at the picture. What do you think about this building? What is your opinion, for example,
I
about this
think
building?
it is awesome
Okay, and why? Why do you think so? Why?
because it is beautiful and strange.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look here. The world's most extraordinary buildings. Okay, can you please, okay, read this part of the text for us?
So a building is just a building, right? Wrong. Buildings have many different
Purposes,
purposes. People
purposes,
use
purposes.
buildings for living, for working, for manufacturing, and also for going to school or to the movies. Here are some of the key reasons we build buildings. Buildings for shelter. Everybody needs a place to sleep, eat, and keep themselves protected from the weather. So we build houses, apartments, and hotels. Have a look at a few exceptional ones from around the world. The
Okay.
palace Blaze, Bubble Blaze is a blaze that's used for conferences and other big events.
Mhm.
It reminds people of caves. There aren't any straight lines at all.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, so we have here the house in Mexico was built to look and feel like the inside of a small
Inside of
shell.
us. Yeah.
A small shell. Okay, so what do you think, for example, we have here picture one and picture two. Which of these buildings do you like more? Picture one or picture two?
I like picture two more because there's a really big stairs, and how can people go up?
Mhm. Okay, and what do you think about picture number one? What is your opinion? For example, when you see picture number
I
one.
think the houses look like a bit like aliens
Okay, and why do you think so? Why?
because it is really strange.
Okay, so this is something that can be really strange. Okay, strange to do it. Now, let's see. Okay, and we have here, okay, these two examples. Can you please read this and this? Can you please read these two examples?
There's there's a hotel in Finland that is made by an intertile of glass igloos where guests can sleep under the stars.
Okay, and the next one?
And take a look at this hotel in the Maldives. Its bedrooms
Maldives,
are almost
Maldives. Okay, Maldives,
five Maldives,
Maldives.
5 meters underwater.
Okay, so what do you think about these two hotels? What is your opinion when you take a look of these two hotels?
I think the first hotel is cool but cold, and the second hotel I'm scared that there will be some big waves and dust, and the water will go into the house, and we will.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes we shouldn't build such things like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and which of these two hotels would you like to visit? Which of these
I would
two
like
hotels?
to visit hotel one two. I will. What are I can't visit any hotels. Uh,
But if you need to choose, which one do you would you like to visit?
I'm using pigeon hotel too because it is not too cold.
Okay, and what do you think about swimming in these hotels? Would you like, for example, to learn to swim in these hotels? Okay, so we have here
I
these
think
two.
I want to learn swimming in these hotels because the beach waves are very strong and it would be dangerous.
Okay, and what else can be dangerous, for example, for you to do it? Okay, is there anything else that is dangerous for you to do it?
It is dangerous to stay in Hotel 1 because I could freeze to death.
Okay, it can be a little bit dangerous. Okay, very nice. Okay, now let's see, and we have here buildings for work. Okay, so we have here some buildings for work. What is something, what type of the job would you like to do in the future? Is there any type of the job that, for example, you would like to do in the future?
I would like to be a programmer
Because why? Because
because it is I'm good at IT.
good at IT. And what other jobs would you like are interesting for you? What are some other jobs that can be really interesting for you? Can you please tell me?
I think I don't know.
How you do, what is interesting for you? What can be really interesting for you, for example, to do as your job? Are there some other things that are interesting for you to do it? Okay, so being a programmer, okay, is one thing. Okay, what else can be really interesting for you? What else can be really, okay, fun for you to do it?
I think it seems to be fun for me
Because why? Because
because some of the fruits are really sweet.
some of the food can be really sweet. Okay, now let's take a look. Okay, can you please read these buildings for work? Okay, can you please read
People
this?
have jobs, so they need places where they can work. People work in factories, warehouse, lighthouse, office, schools, restaurants, airports, banks, showrooms, libraries, skyscrapers, industrial, fire and police station.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Okay, so we have here these two pictures. Okay, can you please read this text about these two pictures? Can you please read this text?
This is the headquarters of the Longaberger Company
Mm-hmm.
in Ohio, which manufactures wooden baskets.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think about these two pictures? Okay, what do you think about these two buildings? Is this are these buildings interesting for you? So what do you think?
I think it would be easy to bring those two buildings
Uh-huh. Okay, and why do you think so? Why?
because the first house is like a basket, and we maybe build some big robots can lift it. And
Uh-huh.
the second one is made by glass. It won't be really hard to bring it.
Mhm. Okay, so these two buildings. Okay, and what do you think? Which of these two is more interesting for you? Which of these two buildings is more interesting when you take a look?
I think the second building is really interesting because it's I don't know how we get in.
Mhm. Okay, and what do you think about picture number one? When you take a look at the picture number one, so can you
I
please tell
think
me?
it really looks like a basket,
Mhm.
but
Okay,
big.
okay, look like little bit look like a basket. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look. Buildings for leisure and fun. Okay, so what other things, for example, you like to do for fun? Okay, can you please tell me what is something that you like to do for fun?
Everyone likes to have fun, so in these buildings, that's purpose too.
Okay.
Whether we want to listen to a concert, go to a play, or play some sports, shopping malls, movie theaters, and museums are on buildings that we use for having fun.
Mm-hmm. For having fun.
This incredible museum is built in the shape of a saucer. It's set on the clifftop above the beach in Niterói, Brazil.
Mhm. Okay, and what do you like to do, for example, for fun? If you want to do something for fun, what do you like to do for fun? What do you usually like to do for fun?
I like to make funny face with my pillows
Hmm. Okay, and why? Why do you like to do that?
because it makes me laugh.
Makes you feel laugh. Okay, now what do architects do? Okay, so what do you think? What is something that architects do? What is their job? Okay, so when they do something,
Maybe
okay, so
they design the houses.
okay, they design the houses. And what do you think, for example, about being an architect? Is this interesting? Is this fun to do it? So, what do you think about being an architect? Do you think this job is interesting to do it?
I think it is interesting but hard because we need imagination.
Okay. And what job do you think it's not so interesting to do?
Yeah, I think that job maybe not interesting for people that don't like to use their brains.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, can you please read this text?
before a building can be built. An architect needs to design the shape of the building and plan exactly how it will be used. First, the architect has to consider how many people will need to work or live inside the building and what activities these people will be doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is called the function of the building. The architect draws the detailed plans
Mm-hmm.
and makes a model of the building so clients can see what the finished structure will look like.
Mm-hmm.
This also helps the architect decide how much steel will be
Still,
needed.
still will be needed. Mm-hmm.
When the plan is finished and approved, construction can begin.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what is the sequence? Okay, so sequence tell us the order. What happens first, second, etc. So what is the sequence? Okay, so what is something that tell us what happens for, in this first? Can you please tell me what is the
It is
sequence?
an architect needs to design the house.
Mhm. Okay, and why do they need to do something like this? Why do they need? Okay, so this is the first thing. What is the second thing that architects need to do? Okay, can you please tell me? What are the okay? So sequence. What is the first, second, third thing that they need to do? That
The first
architects.
thing
So what is the first thing that architects need to do? Okay, when they start the job, what do they need to do?
they need to uh,
What is the first thing?
think about the building,
Okay, what else? Yes, this is the first thing. What?
draw it, make a model of it.
Okay, now let's go with the second thing. What is the second thing that they need to do it?
And that they need to decide how many people will live or work there.
hmm Okay. After this,
So
what
this,
else then?
they will uh, and decide how much they will need, and
hmm
they
Okay.
are only need to tell the people to do like that.
hmm Okay. Now let's take a look. Okay, so this is something else that they need. Now we have the MIDI architect. Okay, so we have here Zaha Hadid. Okay, can you please read from here to here?
The artist who has designed houses, building, concert halls, theaters, towers, museums, art galleries, stadiums, ski jumps with cafes,
hmm
you name it. Here are some of Science's most famous buildings. The Dorobanti Tower is in the heart of Bucharest, Hungary. Is an apartment block that was designed using diamond shapes and stands 200 meters tall. It is visible from several kilometers away and has been designed to be extremely strong. This Bucharest is located in an earthquake zone.
Earthquake zone. Okay, so what do you think about her? Okay, who designed countless buildings? Okay, so what do you think about her? What is your opinion when you take or read this text? What is your opinion about her? Can you please tell me? What do you think about her?
I think she is really smart
Okay, and why do you think so?
because she can design many funny buildings.
Many funny buildings. Okay, so she can design. Okay, and what do you think about yourself? can you imagine that you can design something? So what do you think about designing buildings?
Maybe yes, but it would be hard
And why do you think so?
because we need to have a good imagination.
So we need to have some good imagination. If we want to create something, we need to have a good imagination. Very nice. Now, can you please read here from here? Okay, can you please read this text?
Take in 2002, construction of the Vegetal ski jump in Innsbruck, Australia was completed. Zaha's vision was to extend the natural mountain slope into the sky above. The jump contains sports facilities, a cafe, and a viewable terrace. Zaha was also the architect for the London Olympics Aquatic Centre, where all the swimming and diving competitions took place. Check this out. It's the part of the Dong designed plaza and park, designed by Zaha to bring inspiration to the. Can you scroll down?
Okay. There you go.
To the people of Seoul, South Korea. It has a design museum, a library, electric theaters. It's surrounded by the 30,000 square meter park laid out of the traditional Korean way, which reflected pools, lotus ponds, and bamboo plants.
Okay. Now let's see. And which of these two designs is interesting for you? We have here these two designs. So which of these two designs is more interesting for you?
I think I don't know all of the two buildings.
But when you take a look, when you see a pictures, okay, so which of these two designs can be really interesting when you take a look? So can you please tell me which of these two designs do you consider that is more interesting for you?
I think the first one because it has maybe really strong steel.
Okay, really strong skills. Okay, very nice. Okay, and what do you think about second one? What is your opinion about second one? What do you think about, for example, when you take a look on the second one, what do you think about second one? Can you please tell me?
I think the second one. I don't know about the second one.
But take a look, just take a look. Try to think a little
I think
bit.
it has funny doors.
Okay, it has some funny doors. Okay, now let's see. Okay, we have here understand. Okay, now can you please read this question and give me your answer? Can you please read these questions for me and give me your answers?
Which building in the magazine article was your favorite? Which was your least favorite? Talk about them with your partner.
So which of these two buildings is your favorite and which is the last favorite? Can you please tell me? Okay, so we have here some favorite buildings. Okay, so which one do you like it and which one,
I
for
like
example?
the baskets building in the Ohio most
Okay, and why do you like these buildings? Why?
because maybe it is really strange to make a house by basket.
Okay, it's easy to make it. Okay, and which is your what type of the building is not so your favorite? Okay, so we have here some favorite type of the buildings, and which one are not so your favorite type of the buildings? Can you please tell me?
I think is the least favorite is the 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 museum.
Museum. And why museum? Why did you choose
Because
museum?
maybe I don't see all of it.
Okay, so this is something that is not so interesting for you. Now let's see. Okay, we have here this this question. Okay, can you please read this question for me and give me your answer? Can you please read this question and give me your answer?
Which building in the magazine article was your favorite?
No, 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 no,
Which
no, 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 no. What do architects do? Okay, so what is their job? What do they do? Can you please tell me? What do architects
they
do?
make design buildings and make a model and show it to the builders.
Okay, so this is their job. This is something that they do. Okay, and can you please tell me what is something that you? Okay, what is for example this we have here? Okay, the question number one, you give your answer. Now, can you please read the question number two?
What is an architect's job? What things does an architect need to think about before designing building? I think that they need to think about how the house will be decorated.
Okay, and number three, can you please read number
How
three?
many key reasons are there
So how
for
many?
giving build for what are I think I don't know.
Okay, so before you design your buildings, so what is something that you need to do before designing the buildings? What they need to do?
They need to think. They need to know what the building is made for.
Because why?
Because they need to choose a building that fits to the people's work.
The people's work. Okay. Now let's take a look. Okay, we have here question number three. Can you please read the question number three?
What things does an architect need to think about before designing a building? Many key reasons are given for building buildings. What are the reasons?
So what are the reasons?
Maybe the reasons are for making a perfect building.
Okay, and why?
Because we need to know or for people to easily do the work there.
Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, number four. Can you please read number four?
What do you think of the hardest designs? I think it is not really interesting
And why do you think so? Why?
because she she do her buildings are strange.
Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and we have here. Okay, number five. Can you please read number five?
What kind of building would you like to build? What would it look like?
What? What do you think?
I would like to. I don't like to build any buildings
Because why?
because that's not my job.
Okay, this is not your job. Okay, and can you please tell me if you want to design a building? Okay, what type of the building would you like to design?
I want to design the
Okay.
simple houses
Okay, and why simple houses?
because it wasn't need a big brain to do it.
Okay. Now, and we have here, okay, we have here this building, okay, in this picture. So what do you think? What do you think about this building here? So what do you think? What is your opinion about this building?
I think this building is the highest building in the world, and it really is.
Okay, and would you like, for
I know
example,
it.
would you like to try to design this building? Okay, so
I want like to design it because Burj Khalifa is too big.
mhm. This is something that can be really big. Okay, now I want to ask you, can you please tell me, okay, what other things are interesting to design? Okay, so we have here these buildings. What other things can be really interesting to design? What else can be really interesting for you, for example, to design?
I think it is interesting to design towers,
Mm.
lighthouse,
Hmm? Okay, because why? Because
because it is super easy,
okay,
but fun.
okay, very nice. This is something that can be really fun for you. Now, and we have here, okay, this building. Can you please tell me, in your city, okay, what buildings are interesting, for example, to see in your city? Okay, are there any buildings that are interesting for you in your city?
In my city, there are no big buildings, but some of the library is really big.
Okay, and what do you think? What is your opinion about these buildings? Okay, so we have here these buildings. Okay, so what do you think about these buildings that are mentioned here? So, what do you think about?
I think those buildings are strong
Are strong, and why do you think so? Why?
because it's very strong. It's, the bricks would be need to be very hard to lift all of it.
Okay, Johnny, can I go to the toilet, please?
Yes, you can go.
Thank you. Okay, Johnny? Hello, Johnny?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, now, can you please, read these dialogues? Can you please read these dialogues for me?
Look, there's a shark in the pool. Really,
Really?
I don't see a shark. There is the shark. That's not a shark. That's just fin.
Okay, so what do you think about sharks? Okay, so what is your opinion about sharks? Can you please tell me?
I think the sharks are scary.
Scary.
Please.
Okay, and why do you think so? Why?
I think because they are meat eaters.
Meat eaters. Okay, and what other animals live? Can you please tell me what other animals live in the sea or in the ocean?
Sharks are in the ocean, deep inside there.
And what other animals live in the ocean?
There are many animals who live there.
Okay, and what animals? What animals?
Like a shark, wolves, dolphins, crabs,
Okay,
jellyfishes.
very nice. Okay, so these are okay, those are these animals. Now we have here this text. Okay, can you please read this text?
Use a and the first time you talk about something, use the when you talk about it again. If a building can be built, the building needs to be designed.
Designed.
Use
Designed.
AR on things that aren't special. It's a kangaroo. Use the the person you talking knows what you're talking about. It's in the pool.
Okay, so this is something. Okay, these animals. Okay, are special. Okay, so it's a pool. It's in the pool. Now, what do you think? Can you please tell me what do you think about kangaroos? What is your opinion?
Kangaroos are fast
And why do you think so? Why?
because the kangaroos know how to jump.
Kangaroos know how to jump. Okay, and now let's see. We have here. Don't use an article. I play tennis. I saw Jim at lunch.
We
We went.
went to when they like mat.
And where? Can you please tell me where do you like to go? Can you please tell me where, for
I like
example?
to go to Japan to taste their food
Because why?
because I want to taste their food.
Okay. Now let's see. And what other places would you like to visit if you can choose? What other places would you like to visit? Okay, Japan, this is great. But what other places would you like to visit?
I would visit Australia
Australia. And why? Why Australia?
because I want to know how cold it is.
Okay, very nice. Okay, and can you please tell me? Yes, this is something that is really nice. Okay, and how is the weather? Do you think how is the weather right now in Australia? Is it cold? Is it? What do you think? How is the weather in Australia?
The weather there is really cold,
Cold.
but there's a desert.
Okay, there is a desert. Okay, Johnny, we will stop here. Okay, do you have any questions for me? Do you have any
I don't
questions?
have any questions.
Did you enjoy? Did you like it?
I enjoy it.
Okay, very nice. Now I have to go, but I want to see you next time, okay?
Yes, goodbye, teacher.
Bye bye. See you next time.